Hi, this is Rebecca, and I'm going to show you how to make crop marks for printing postcards on one letter size piece of paper. So we are going to make very thin, very light lines for our crop marks that will extend from the trim line through the bleed. And we only need to make these on one side of our postcard. So this is the front side, this is the back side. You can choose which side you want to do it on, but you do not need to put it on both sides because the paper will shift while it's going through the printer, and you'll see the crop marks. If you put them on both sides, you'll see it at least on one side. So I'm going to do it on the front side for now. I have my stroke color set to 20% gray and my stroke itself set to 1/4 of a point. So it's nice and thin there. I'm just going to hover over my 6x4 trim rectangle there, and I will make it really tiny, like maybe 1/4 of an inch or less, the overlap there of where my trim line is versus, and then stretch it out to my bleed. And then I will duplicate this using my selection tool. I'll grab it and hold down Shift and place it on the other part as well. I'm going to zoom out, select both of these, do the same thing again, hold down Option till my cursor turns to the double arrowhead. Oh, let me try that again. There we go. Grab these. If you are having trouble, like I am, just use your nudge keys on your keyboard there. That's the up and down arrows. And now I'll grab all 4 of them, and I will grab all 4 of them. Come here, you. There we go. And slide across to the other side. And like I said, I only need about 1/4 of an inch overlap. If that, you can make it even less, okay? So they're very hard to see, but they're there, I promise. Just make sure you have all 4 in place and that one of those little guys didn't get lost. So now we're going, so those are all your horizontal crop marks. Now we're going to make the vertical ones, and it's the same process there. So I can just click on there and go up. And I do recommend zooming in so you're not straining your eyes. This one I will drag across to the other side, and then I will select both of those, hold down my Option key. You can also just hit, Command C to copy. The selection key is acting crazy because this is such a thin, tiny stroke. You really got to line your cursor just right up on there, or it's thinking that you want to do something different. So I'm just going to nudge that down so I have minimal overlap. Then we can select all 4 of these, zoom out, Option, and come on down. All right, looks good. So if you wanted to, you could do all 8 crop marks on top, select all those, drag them down to duplicate them to the bottom, whichever way you want to work. But that's it. So if I was to turn off these guides, you'll see these very faint crop marks, but that's good. That's what you want to see. So make sure that when you are extending your background color and images to the bleeds there, make sure that these crop marks that you create are on the topmost layer so that they do print. All right, so you might want to create another layer, place it between the two, title the one crop marks, to just make sure that it stays on top, and then you do the rest of your work in that middle layer there. All right. Then when you print it out, you're going to make sure that you also choose the type of paper that you're going to be printing on. So that's going to be in Setup, and you're going to open up this Media and Quality drop down. For media type, you can choose which kind you want to use. So if it's a cardstock, since it's a postcard, you're going to want to choose heavyweight paper, and which which kind of quality you'd like it to do. If you do best, it's going to just print a little bit slower, but it'll show all the super fine details. It'll look really nice. Make sure that the cardstock that you choose is inkjet and double-sided so that one side isn't slick and smears your ink. All right, great. Thank you so much for watching.